Hey guys, welcome to VRAC. So the last video was a huge success, and I did have some suggestions from people on what they wanted to see for videos coming up. So this is going to be one of them, and the next video I upload will be a story time, which will be a lot of fun. I'm going to talk about how I sold my entire video game collection for over $10,000. So make sure you tune in a couple of days and check out that one. But for this one, we're going to do the top 5 rarest games in my current collection. Now, these aren't by any means extremely rare games because, like I said, I already sold my entire huge collection in the past and I'm just starting again. So these will be the rarest games of my collection currently, okay? But I do have some gems here that I'm really proud of, and I would also like to hear from you guys on what your favorite, let's say your top 2 rarest games are in your collection, or just your 2 favorite games in your collection. Go ahead and comment down below and let me know. So let's start off here. Now, this first one, I love this game for playing it and for collecting for rarity. This is, and if I mispronounce this, Danmaku Unlimited 3. This is a shmup that was a limited run for the Switch. Now, it has a card, manual, and this game is awesome. I mean, this is some next level shmup action. If you really like the difficult shmups, you actually have a mode in here where you can play for advanced, where you die instantly, I believe. I haven't played it for a little bit. Either you die instantly or you die in like 1 or 2 hits. And then there's another mode that's a little more forgiving for newer people to the genre. But it's got multiple playthroughs. You can play on hard, easy, kind of get used to it, and then you get used to the rhythm sort of the bosses because they have these patterns with the bullet hells. You know, when they shoot a ton of bullets at you. It's a really, really fun game, but it's also extremely limited. If I remember correctly, the pre-orders for this one weren't open for a super long time, and I doubt that a place like Best Buy or anywhere else is going to make a limited run of this like they do for some of the bigger titles like Celeste, which, by the way, that's now printing for everybody that's been waiting on their pre-order copy. So, number 1, and this isn't in particular order of rarity, but just the first game, Danmaku Unlimited 3. It's super fun and pretty uncommon, so I'm happy I got that. I love collecting for the Switch. Now, this second game I've already mentioned before in my Xbox 360 5 uncommon and rare games. So you guys should check that out as well. But this one is Battle Fantasia. Now this was a very hard to find game. I've already spoke about it in the past, so I'm not going to speak on it too much now. But I've only ran across it once, okay? And this is more of like I'm proud that I finally was able to find it, because I almost gave up for a while. This is one of those games I wasn't really going to order on eBay, but it was one of those ones that I wanted to really find in the wild, looking out in stores or anywhere. And I found this at a game store down in Texas called Game Over, and I got it for a pretty good price. But it's a very uncommon, very rare game, I would even say. So keep a lookout for that one. Now this next one, I wanted to switch it up a bit. This isn't even a game. And you're thinking, what? Well, then what's it in here for? Well, it looks very much like a game, and you wouldn't even know if you didn't read it. It's Fable for the original Xbox. Well, that's not rare. Well, this is the limited edition bonus DVD that you got at GameStop for pre-ordering the game, okay? Now, there's 2 editions of this. There's actually an EB Games edition that has a different color, and I believe it's like purple. But this one's like a greenish blue. It actually has sort of a manual, and then the disc in there, it's a DVD, and it's the tale behind Fable. Here's the back. It speaks with the makers of the game, and it was to get people excited. It even says, game available September 2004. Wow, that was a long time ago. So, I came across this before, and I thought it was a copy of Fable with a different variant. I bought it, and thought, wait a second. After reading it, I'm like, this is a DVD. I know that they sold it at V-Stock, which, if you're around the St. Louis area, is a local place where you can get video games. Well, they sold it in the game section as a game. And I was actually happy because this is a neat little find here, right? one of those pre-order things that you can put on with the rest of your games. But I've never seen this anywhere else. Have any of you guys actually seen this out searching for games, like in a flea market, garage sale, or even a game store? Have you ever seen a copy of this? I haven't. I think it's pretty rare. I've only found it this once, but if you guys have seen it a lot, just let me know down below, all right? I think it's pretty rare. Now, I have another limited run game here. This one was not an open pre-order. This was a limited pre-order, and it sold out pretty quick. Claudius Blaze. Now, if you're interested in this game, I know that they have copies available on, or used to, on PlayAsia. And you can get a copy that's not an official, like, what is it, American release, I guess. But really, does that matter too much if you get the English? I don't know. But I love this edition because I know for a fact that this one, has the limited cover art. And also comes the collectible card, a very awesome manual. And I got the little limited run ticket. I am a sucker for shmups. Like, they're just extremely fun. And it's almost like Dark Souls in a spaceship. That's what I like to call them. I enjoy Dark Souls. I enjoy difficult games because you get the thrill of overcoming them. But this one is going to be extremely hard to find. It's sought after by a lot of people. Being a shmup commands a high price sometimes. So this is another one of my favorite games that I have in my collection. This survived. When I sold my $10,000 collection, I held on to this one and this next one coming up. And I was like, no, I'm keeping this one because I love it and I know that I won't come across it again. So, Claudius Blaze. This last one here, speaking of Dark Souls games, I also have the hardcover collector's edition walkthrough guide, strategy guide for it. And I've seen some ridiculous prices on that thing. In fact, I'll show it. I got it right here. This thing apparently is extremely sought after by people. Okay. Now, maybe you could tell by this symbol what game this is. Bloodborne. Now you're like, Bloodborne? That's extremely common. I see it at Walmart all the time. Well, this is the Bloodborne Collector's Edition, which a lot of people didn't even know was coming out. Now, I know when I worked at GameStop, I pre-ordered the Collector's Edition. I think it was $80 when it first came out instead of $60. And it comes with, you get the premium steelbook, which I'll open it up and show it off here for you so you can see what it looks like. And then you also get an official soundtrack, which is digital. I could have thrown a CD. How cheap are those nowadays? But they also come with an art book here. Now, what's really cool, and I forgot this because I haven't opened it for a while, you got that collector's box, and then you got a little slip cover here with some pictures of the town on the back. And we're going to open this up, and we got the little art book there, hardcover. It's pretty nice. Look through that. It's got some pretty good art. Let me show you here. It's got the prologue, some story, the world. Here you go. Here's some art from it. So that's a pretty nice little thing. I love when they include those art books. But this steel book, look at that. On the back, it's got the hunter. I mean, this thing is nice. And then it comes with that insert for the digital soundtrack. So I know a lot of people didn't even know that this thing existed because it's only available with the pre-order. I know, like I said, when I worked at GameStop, I pre-ordered it, and this was the only copy that came in. So unless you pre-ordered this, you probably didn't get it because I don't think that they made a lot of these because I have, besides my my copy, I've never seen one. Never, ever. So we got that. And the hardcover strategy guide of Bloodborne. Now this thing is awesome because for one, it's got a ton of story that the game just doesn't give you. And it's got a ton of just stats on all of the bosses and even into the Chalice dungeons. You know, when you have to fight Queen of Yarnum. See, that's the one thing I've never done in this game. I got every trophy except for beating her because those Chalice dungeons are boring. Well, those were the top 5 favorite rare games in my collection. Let me know down below what your 2 favorite rare games in your collection are, or just 2 favorite games. Go ahead and like the video for me. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And if you enjoy my content, subscribe. All right? Well, thank you for watching VRAT, guys. Let me know if you have any other ideas for videos that you would like to see, and have a great night.